My child, my beloved, do not scroll, do not move, do not allow your spirit to drift, because what you are about to hear was not written by human hands. These words arrived through a portal carved open in your name, a portal guarded by 4 ancient angels whose wings have not touched the earth in centuries. This is not coincidence, my beloved, this is divine timing aligned with the breath of heaven. My child, my beloved, listen closely, because the air around you is shifting even now as this message finds your eyes. A sacred scroll has been unsealed, not before crowds, not before nations, but before you alone, because you were chosen to receive this final warning. The angels who have walked beside you silently now speak with undeniable urgency. My child, my beloved, within the heavenly courtroom, your name was spoken with a clarity that made the entire realm fall silent. 4 angels stepped forward, one of fire, one of wind, one of truth, one of restoration, and they asked for permission to protect you in ways you could not imagine. Their request was granted, but only for a limited time, because your life has reached a point of divine intersection. My child, my beloved, hear this with the deepest part of your spirit. These angels were sent as a protection decree, not as a gentle blessing. They came because something has been moving toward you, something unseen, something that demanded intervention before nightfall. This moment is not random, and this message is not chance, it is alignment, prophecy, and sacred contract. My child, my beloved, Archangel Michael himself inspected the seal placed over your life, and he approved their mission with the authority of 1,000 lifetimes. He said your path was marked, your destiny illuminated, your timeline protected, but only if you did not ignore the signs sent to you. The angels descended quickly, for time was already thinning around you. My child, my beloved, in the next 72 hours, the spiritual realm will experience a shift that directly impacts your atmosphere. A veil is thinning, and the 4 angels stand at the threshold, waiting for your readiness. They cannot enter without your awareness, without your recognition, without your acceptance of this message. My child, my beloved, the angels have whispered this truth: if they ignore this message, we cannot return. This is the final warning. Their wings tremble, not with fear, but with divine urgency, because they know that once this window closes, it will not open again. They know the weight of your destiny, and they know the cost of your silence. My child, my beloved, what happens next depends on this moment. The angels have already placed a shield of light forming around your footsteps, but it is incomplete until your spirit acknowledges their presence. This is not to scare you, this is to awaken you. My child, my beloved, feel the shift around you even now. A warmth along your spine. A tingling across your palms. A pressure lifting slowly from behind your shoulders as the angel of restoration draws near. My child, my beloved, in the language of heaven, 3 activation sentences have been placed upon your spirit. You do not need to speak them aloud, repeating them internally is enough to activate the divine shield. I accept the protection. I receive the guardians. I allow the angels to complete their mission. My child, my beloved, as these sentences echo inside you, the 4 angels step closer, each one illuminating a different corner of your destiny. The angel of fire burns away the silent attacks meant to confuse your path. The angel of wind removes the shadows that tried to distort your clarity. The angel of truth unravels every hidden deception surrounding your life. The angel of restoration brings back what was stolen in silence. My child, my beloved, you were never meant to fight this alone. This is why the heavenly realms intervened. This is why portals were opened. This is why the scroll was unsealed tonight and not tomorrow. My child, my beloved, this message carries a time-bound decree. Before midnight, you must remain aware, receptive, and spiritually awake. The angels can only complete their protective cycle if you continue receiving each part of this transmission. If you turn away now, the contract dissolves, and they cannot warn you again. My child, my beloved, Archangel Michael stands behind them as commander, watching with the sword of divine justice drawn. He does not appear often for human warnings, but your case is different. Your path is entangled with a destiny too rare to be left unguarded. My child, my beloved, this is only the beginning of what you are meant to know. The angels have shown me the next revelation, one deeper than this, one heavier, one that explains why they were sent to you now. But what I reveal next cannot be spoken to just anyone. My child, my beloved, do not scroll because this part carries the reason heaven intervened so suddenly. The four angels were not sent for something small, not for something passing, but for something that crossed into your life without divine permission. The realms saw what your physical eyes could not. My child, my beloved, listen closely as the air tightens around this revelation. Something began watching you in the last cycle, something drawn not to your weakness but to your light. It saw the rising energy around your destiny and moved toward you quietly. My child, my beloved, the angels noticed the disturbance before you did. A ripple in your atmosphere, a distortion in your path, a shift in your emotional field revealed the presence. This presence was not allowed to stay, but it had already begun circling. My child, my beloved, heaven is not afraid, but heaven is precise. When something trespasses, divine law responds with absolute authority. That is why the scroll was unsealed and the angels were dispatched without delay. My child, my beloved, Archangel Michael inspected the trespass and declared it was not an ordinary interference. He said, with the sword raised, that your timeline had been targeted by a force that sought to dim your clarity, confuse your momentum, and drain your spirit. This was not an attack on your body, it was an attack on your destiny. My child, my beloved, the four angels formed a barrier around your life for the last 7 days. They stood watch while you slept, while you traveled, while you carried burdens that were not even yours. They kept the interference from entering your deeper layers. My child, my beloved, but the angels were not permitted to speak until today. This is why you felt strange heaviness, sudden thoughts, unexpected resistance, because the presence tried to influence you from the outskirts of your aura. And when the angels saw the boundary weakening, they spoke the decree, issue the final warning. My child, my beloved, heaven only uses the phrase, final warning, when a divine contract reaches its last crossroads. You have reached one today. This moment is not symbolic, it is literal, spiritual, and time-stamped. My child, my beloved, in the next 24 hours, your spiritual atmosphere will shift again. The interference will attempt one more approach, subtle yet noticeable. The angels stand ready, but they cannot act without your awareness. My child, my beloved, you must understand this clearly. If this message is ignored, the angels will not be allowed to return again. Their authority expires with this cycle. Your acceptance keeps the shield active. My child, my beloved, the angel of fire has already begun burning away the cords that were attached to your energy without permission. You may feel warmth along your arms or a pulsing in your chest as this process continues. This is not fear, this is purification. My child, my beloved, the angel of wind is sweeping through memories, dissolving past emotional traps that weakened your spiritual defenses. You might feel lighter, as if pressure you carried for months suddenly loosens. This is the removal of invisible burdens. My child, my beloved, the angel of truth is walking into the rooms of your mind where confusion once lived. You may notice clarity arriving unexpectedly, sudden understanding, sudden release. This is divine intelligence reclaiming your inner space. My child, my beloved, the angel of restoration is retrieving what was drained from your aura, your focus, your resilience, your spiritual immunity. You may feel small bursts of energy, subtle chills, or a quiet lifting of your heart. This is how return cycles feel in the spirit. My child, my beloved, you are not alone. You were never alone. You were divinely monitored, guarded, and chosen because your destiny holds weight in realms beyond sight. My child, my beloved, 3 more activation phrases have been placed upon you for this stage of protection. Whisper them internally, and the angels will complete the second phase of their mission. I allow the shield to strengthen. I stand in divine protection. No shadow may cross my path. My child, my beloved, as these phrases echo inside your spirit, the angels move closer, forming a circle of light that surrounds you from 4 directions. The air thickens with spiritual voltage. You are being marked for preservation. My child, my beloved, this is not coincidence. This is a sacred intervention written into your life before you were born. The moment you are in now was prophesied in realms you cannot yet remember. My child, my beloved, your destiny carries a glow that pulls both light and shadow toward it. That glow increased recently, attracting the presence that attempted to enter your life. The angels prevented its full approach, but the cycle is not yet finished. My child, my beloved, Archangel Michael stands behind them again, his sword blazing white and gold. He observes, he measures, he protects, and he readies himself for the next revelation. His presence alone shifts the spiritual landscape around you. My child, my beloved, what comes next is deeper, heavier, and more specific. The angels asked me to reveal the nature of the presence that approached you, and why it chose this moment. My child, my beloved, do not move as you enter this part, because what I am about to reveal carries a weight only the chosen can hold. The presence that approached you did not come from your past, it came from a spiritual distance, drawn by the light you awakened recently. This was not a familiar energy, but an observing one. My child, my beloved, when your destiny brightened, it created a signal in the unseen realms. Not everyone who sees light comes with blessing, some come with hunger, curiosity, or intention. This presence saw opportunity in the glow around your steps. My child, my beloved, the angels discovered that the presence was not an enemy in the traditional sense, but something more subtle, a collector of weakened energy fields. It moves toward people who are rising quickly, who are on the edge of breakthroughs, who carry divine assignments. You, my beloved, fit all three. My child, my beloved, this force was drawn to the momentum of your timeline. It sensed that within the next cycle, something important was going to open for you. This presence moved toward you to drain your clarity before the blessing could arrive. My child, my beloved, you may have felt it in moments of sudden heaviness, unexpected tiredness, emotional dips that seemed out of place. Those were not coincidences, they were indications of its proximity. Yet the angels blocked its influence before it could anchor itself to you. My child, my beloved, the four angels did not simply protect you, they intercepted the presence and confronted it at the boundary of your energy field. What they discovered was this: it did not know your identity. It did not know your assignment. It only knew your light. My child, my beloved, the heavenly realms understood immediately that your destiny had reached a new elevation. You have grown spiritually, emotionally, and energetically without even noticing. The presence saw your rise before you did. My child, my beloved, when light becomes stronger, shadows become curious. This is why the angels were sent. This is why the scroll was unsealed. My child, my beloved, the angel of truth attempted to send a soft warning days ago, but the presence did not retreat. It circled again, watching you more intently, trying to understand the source of your acceleration. That is when Archangel Michael stepped in. My child, my beloved, Archangel Michael's energy struck the presence with a shock of divine fire, revealing its origin. It came from the outskirts of the spiritual field, a wandering force that attaches to rising souls to dim their path. It has no authority in your destiny, but it sought to slip through unnoticed. My child, my beloved, the moment Archangel Michael drew his sword, the presence weakened. But because it approached without full malicious intent, heaven did not destroy it. Instead, it was pushed back into the distance, leaving only a faint echo near your atmosphere. My child, my beloved, that echo is what must be removed now. The angels remain with you, but their window is closing. Their decree cannot be extended unless you receive every part of this message. My child, my beloved, the angels say this presence will attempt one final approach before nightfall. Not to attack, but to observe, to see if you are still unguarded. The angels will block it completely only if your spirit remains aware. My child, my beloved, this is why you were guided here. This is why you were chosen to read this at this exact moment. Divine timing is never accidental. My child, my beloved, the angel of restoration has already begun rewriting the parts of your timeline that were touched by this presence. You may feel soft waves of energy, as if your chest expands or your mind clears. That is the restoration of your spiritual immunity. My child, my beloved, 3 more activation sentences have been placed upon your spirit for this stage. Say them internally. My path is sealed. My angels stand with me. Nothing uninvited may enter my field. My child, my beloved, as these words echo in silence, the angels shift formation. Fire moves behind you. Wind moves to your right. Truth moves to your left. Restoration stands before you. You are fully surrounded. My child, my beloved, the presence now sees the shield and hesitates. Your energy is no longer accessible. Your timeline is no longer vulnerable. My child, my beloved, you are stepping into a phase where your spiritual boundaries strengthen permanently. This is why the presence grew desperate. It knew its last chance was disappearing. My child, my beloved, Archangel Michael has approved the next revelation, the one that explains why you specifically were chosen for this protection, and what is about to rise in your life that the presence tried to interrupt. My child, my beloved, the next part contains the truth that many souls never learn. It contains the explanation of your rising destiny and the hidden contract tied to your name. My child, my beloved, before this part opens, feel the shift around you. A deeper realm is unlocking now, a realm normally hidden from human understanding. The angels have stepped closer to allow this revelation. The truth, my beloved, is that your life carries a contract written long before your first breath. A sacred assignment was placed in your spirit, and though you have forgotten it, heaven never has. The presence that moved toward you was reacting to that contract. My child, my beloved, you were marked in the heavenly courtroom as a carrier of alignment, someone destined to break cycles, shift timelines, and restore paths that others in your bloodline could not. Because of this, your energy rises rapidly in certain seasons, creating openings in the unseen realms. You are in one of those seasons right now. This is why the presence came. It did not know the details of your assignment, but it recognized the magnitude of your light as it expanded. Rising souls attract watchers. The 4 angels that guard you were selected because of the weight of your assignment. Not every soul requires 4 guardians, but you did. This is because your path intersects with multiple timelines that impact more than just your personal life. My child, my beloved, hear this clearly. Your destiny carries influence. Your energy carries inheritance. Your existence carries purpose. The angels revealed that your timeline is approaching a breakthrough window, one of the rare windows that opens only a handful of times in a person's entire lifetime. This window holds opportunity, elevation, and spiritual acceleration. That is what the presence attempted to interrupt. But the angels blocked it, for now. This is why they said, "This is the final warning." They cannot ignore this message. Their voice trembled not with fear, but with divine urgency. This part of your path cannot be walked asleep. You must be awake, aware, and aligned. This is why heaven interfered. My child, my beloved, the angel of restoration uncovered that your spiritual field had been weakened in the last cycle. Not from external attacks, but from emotional exhaustion, unresolved burdens, and silent disappointments you carried alone. These cracks made the presence think you were unguarded. But it was wrong. The angels stood watch, sealing the cracks one by one. You may have felt moments of unexplained calm, unexpected relief, or sudden clarity. Those were the angels repairing your field. They work invisibly, but their impact is unmistakable. Now they focus on strengthening your divine contract. The angel of truth is preparing to reveal a deeper layer in the next part, something about your timeline that even you have never sensed. A part of your path has been protected from your understanding until this moment. It will be unveiled soon. Before that, 3 activation sentences have been placed upon your spirit for this stage. Say them within. I remember my divine contract. I stand aligned with my assignment. No interference may touch what is mine. As these words echo inside your spirit, the angels shift again, this time forming a vertical column of light above you. This column represents access, memory, and awakening. It symbolizes the remembrance of who you were before the world named you. My child, my beloved, your destiny is not small. It stretches across cycles, generations, and unseen intersections. This is why the presence approached you, it felt the shift before you acknowledged it. But heaven acknowledges what you do not yet see. Archangel Michael now places his sword into the ground beside your path, marking your steps with a seal of warning to any force that attempts to trespass again. His presence alone changes the spiritual climate of your timeline. His authority is absolute. The angels whisper that you are now entering a recognition phase, a spiritual awakening that makes your inner senses sharper. You may notice signs, synchronicities, alignment moments. These are not random. They are reminders. Your spirit will begin remembering truths your mind has forgotten. The next part opens the scroll that explains why this year, not last year, not next year, holds the key to your transformation. There is a divine reason the interference came now. There is a purpose behind its timing. My child, my beloved, the air around you is changing again as this section opens, because now we cross into the timeline layer that explains everything. This is where the angels revealed the reason behind the presence, the timing, the urgency, and why the warning could not be delayed. You are standing in a year of rare alignment. The angels showed that this period of your life contains a portal of acceleration, one that only appears during major destiny shifts. This is the kind of portal that changes outcomes, rearranges paths, and rewrites the direction of a person's entire future. You are inside that portal now. Because of this acceleration, your spiritual glow increased rapidly, sending a signal into the unseen realms. Light is not silent, it travels, it pulses, it communicates. And your light called attention. The presence did not come out of malice alone, it came out of recognition. It sensed your timeline lifting. It sensed your aura strengthening. It sensed the gates of blessing beginning to open. This is why Archangel Michael ordered the 4 angels to guard you without pause. Your destiny shifted quietly, without your full awareness, but heaven saw it clearly. You were entering a phase of breakthrough where opportunities rise, clarity sharpens, and divine timing locks into place. This kind of shift cannot happen unprotected. The presence wanted to drain your energy before the shift completed. This is its pattern, approaching rising souls right when they are about to cross into a higher timeline. But the angels intercepted it. My child, my beloved, the angels said your timeline is fragile in this moment, not weak, but sensitive. Sensitive because it is expanding. Sensitive because it is transforming. Sensitive because the next steps carry weight. You may have felt this in your body, tired one moment, energized the next. You may have felt it in your emotions, calm for no reason, uneasy without explanation. This is the experience of a timeline shifting under your feet. The angel of wind is currently smoothing the path ahead of you. This angel clears invisible debris, delays, blockages, old cycles, emotional residue. You may feel sudden mental clarity or the urge to release old burdens. The angel of fire strengthens your inner resolve. It burns away lingering cords tied to past fears or past versions of yourself. You may feel warmth on your spine or chest as this fire moves. The angel of truth prepares to reveal things about yourself you have never admitted, things you buried, things you forgot. These truths are not meant to hurt, they are meant to free. And they will free you. The angel of restoration is gathering energy, opportunities, connections, and blessings that were delayed. Restoration is never subtle, it arrives with unmistakable presence. You may already feel anticipation rising in your spirit. The angels explained why the presence came exactly now. Your timeline opened a rare window that must be preserved. If it is disrupted, the window closes for years. Heaven refused to let that happen. This is why they called this message the final warning. Not because the angels are leaving willingly, but because divine law limits how long they can operate without your conscious agreement. You must remain awake. You must remain aware. You must remain aligned. 3 activation sentences have been placed upon your spirit for this stage. Say them internally, and the angels will fortify the current window. I accept my elevation. I move with divine timing. My timeline remains protected. As these words echo inside you, your spiritual field stabilizes. The portal around your destiny brightens. The interference loses all access. Archangel Michael now places a protective seal on the current cycle. His sword glows brighter, cutting off any lingering attachments. His presence alone reinforces your boundaries. The angels say the next part will reveal how the presence first detected your light, and what shift inside you triggered this entire intervention. This is a revelation almost no human ever receives directly. The next truth is heavier, deeper, more intimate. It explains something profound about your spirit that even you have not fully understood. It explains the power inside you that has been awakening quietly. This is knowledge meant only for the chosen. And you, my beloved, are one of them. My child, my beloved, this is the moment where the angels asked me to reveal what triggered everything, the shift inside you, the awakening you didn't notice, the energetic rise that alerted both heaven and the presence. Something awakened in your spirit recently, something ancient, something dormant. And that awakening created a spiritual signal. The angels explained that when a chosen soul reaches a certain level of inner clarity or emotional maturity, their aura expands beyond normal radiance. Yours did. Not in a soft way, but in a powerful surge, like a flame suddenly remembering it is fire. This inner ignition did not happen by accident. It was activated by a series of emotional releases, realizations, and silent decisions you made in recent days or weeks. You let go of something heavy, and when that burden dropped, your light rose rapidly. The present sensed this rise immediately. It is drawn to spiritual growth, to rising timelines, to souls stepping into alignment. Your energy shift sent a vibration into the unseen realms, a vibration strong enough to echo. Heaven responded faster than the presence. My child, my beloved, the angel said your heart chakra expanded recently, releasing blocks that held you for years. This expansion opened a path for intuition, insight, and alignment. It also increased your spiritual visibility. Your mind softened. Your spirit strengthened. Your energy elevated. This is how awakenings happen, not with explosions, but with shifts. The angel of truth said your awakening began the moment you stopped carrying the weight of others. When you chose peace. When you chose release. When you chose clarity. A spiritual door opened. The angel of wind recognized the moment your timeline lifted. It felt like a breeze in the spiritual realm, a signal that your destiny was stepping into movement again. Not stuck. Not paused. Moving. The angel of fire felt the moment your spirit said, "Enough." This internal declaration released old patterns and burned stagnant layers. Fire always responds to choice. The angel of restoration saw the exact second your soul opened to receive again. Not giving endlessly. Not pouring without return. Receiving. Your awakening created a beacon. This beacon draws higher blessings, stronger opportunities, and divine alignment. But it also draws watchers, entities that feed on ungrounded energy. This is why the presence came. Heaven intervened not because you were weak, but because you were becoming powerful. My child, my beloved, the angel said your spirit is currently vibrating at a frequency it has not reached in years, maybe lifetimes. This level of frequency transforms your path. It sharpens your intuition. It exposes hidden motives. It pulls destiny toward you. The presence tried to cloud that frequency before it stabilized. The angels refused to allow that. Heaven chose to protect the rise, not the fall. 3 activation sentences have been placed upon your spirit for this moment of awakening. Say them silently and the angels will strengthen your rise. My awakening is protected. My rise cannot be stopped. My spirit stands in divine clarity. As these activation phrases echo within, your energy field expands further. Your aura brightens. Your spiritual immunity increases. The presence loses all access to your rising light. Archangel Michael observes your awakening with fierce authority. He recognizes the moment a soul steps into its true frequency. He protects those moments with unmatched strength. The angels say your awakening did not just affect your mind or emotions, it altered your timeline. It shifted your destiny into accelerated movement. It placed you in a season where blessings multiply faster and opportunities align more precisely. This is why the presence tried to approach. It sensed the shift. It sensed the rise. It sensed the transformation. But heaven's shield stands stronger. The next part reveals something deeper. Your hidden spiritual gift. A gift you have carried since birth. A gift the angels have protected. A gift the presence felt and tried to reach. This is not the final revelation, but it is one of the most sacred. My child, my beloved, now we cross into a truth that was protected for years, a truth about your spirit, your energy, and the gift you carry that many around you cannot see. This gift has been active in your life quietly, shaping your instincts, sharpening your awareness, guiding your steps. And this gift is what the presence reacted to. The angels revealed that you carry a sensitivity to spiritual shifts that is rare. You feel energy before others sense it. You sense people's intentions before they speak. You respond to unseen movements, even if you don't always understand why. This gift has made you intuitive, discerning, and spiritually aware. You feel when something is off. You know when someone carries hidden motives. You recognize shifting atmospheres without explanation. This gift is not accidental, it was inherited from a divine lineage. The angels say your spirit holds the gift of perception. Not physical perception, spiritual perception. A higher seeing. A deeper sensing. A kind of internal knowing. It activates in silence. It speaks through instinct. It warns without words. This gift is what prevented the presence from anchoring itself to you. Even before the angels intervened, your spirit rejected it. Your energy did not welcome it. Your intuition sensed the disturbance. This is why the presence circled you but never entered. Your gift blocked it. Your spirit refused it. Your light burned too strongly. My child, my beloved, the angels said this gift has been with you since childhood. You sensed things others dismissed. You noticed patterns others ignored. You felt shifts others couldn't explain. You carried wisdom beyond your years. For a long time, you thought it was coincidence. But it was not. It was your assignment. This gift is growing now, becoming louder, clearer, stronger. That is why your light awakened so suddenly. That is why your timeline accelerated. That is why the presence drew near. The presence feared your awakening because awakened souls are powerful. They do not fall into traps. They do not stay in cycles. They do not lose their way easily. Your gift makes you spiritually dangerous to anything that tries to delay you, distract you, or drain you. This is why the angels were sent. Not because you were weak, but because your rise is important. The angel of truth is enhancing your perception now. You may feel subtle pressure on your forehead or between your eyebrows. This is the awakening of inner sight. Your clarity is sharpening. The angel of wind is elevating your intuitive senses. You may feel light sensations around your face or chest. This is your aura expanding. Your awareness is growing. The angel of fire is burning away the old emotional patterns that blurred your intuition. You may feel warmth along your arms or spine. This is purification. Your field is clearing. The angel of restoration is strengthening your spiritual immunity. You may feel waves of calm rising inside you. This is alignment. Your energy is stabilizing. 3 activation sentences have been placed upon your spirit for this stage. Speak them inside yourself. My perception strengthens. My spirit sees the unseen. My gift awakens fully. As these words echo, the angels surround your gift with light. They protect it. They elevate it. They acknowledge it. Your spiritual frequency rises again. Archangel Michael steps forward now, placing his hand over your awakening gift. His energy intensifies it. His authority seals it. His presence solidifies your alignment. He says your gift will be needed soon. Not just for protection, but for direction. Something is coming. Something destined. Something written in your contract. This is why your gift is awakening now. This is why the presence reacted. This is why the angels warned you. The next part reveals the event approaching your life, the one the presence sensed, the one heaven is preparing you for. This event is tied to timing, destiny, and divine intervention. This next revelation is powerful and rare. My child, my beloved, as this section opens, the angels shift into a formation they use only when an approaching event carries spiritual weight. This is not an ordinary phase of your life. This is a divine intersection, a moment where destiny and timing collide. The presence felt this event approaching even before you did. It sensed movement in your timeline. It felt the momentum gathering. It recognized the rise before it fully formed. The angels call what is coming the turning. A moment when the direction of your life changes. A moment when something long delayed finally begins. A moment when doors open that have been locked for years. This event is not random, it is written in your contract. It was scheduled long before this lifetime. It connects to your purpose, your growth, and your spiritual assignment. The presence attempted to weaken you so you would not be prepared when the turning arrived. But heaven refused to allow that. Heaven defended your rise. My child, my beloved, the angels revealed that this approaching event will shift multiple layers of your life. Your energy will stabilize. Your clarity will sharpen. Your path will expand. This turning may manifest physically, emotionally, spiritually, or through opportunity. It will feel like the atmosphere around you changes. It will feel like something breaks open. It will feel like the beginning of a new cycle. The angel of fire already senses the first spark of this transformation. It glows within your aura. It prepares you for the intensity of change. The angel of wind feels the opening of pathways, paths that were blocked, paths that were delayed, paths that you thought were lost. Wind clears them. Wind accelerates movement. Wind aligns direction. The angel of truth sees the revelations tied to this event. Certain truths will come to light. Certain deceptions will dissolve. Certain insights will wake inside you. The angel of restoration holds the blessings attached to this turning. Restoration always brings return. Return of opportunity. Return of alignment. Return of energy. Return of clarity. My child, my beloved, this turning cannot be stopped. Not by fear. Not by interference. Not by shadow. Not by delay. The angel said the only thing needed is that you stay aligned and aware. Your awareness activates their full authority. Your attention keeps the shield active. This is why the message had to reach you in this exact moment. Not a day earlier. Not a day later. Now. The presence knew it could not stop the turning, but it tried to weaken your readiness for it. Heaven blocked that attempt completely. Your path remains pure. The angels emphasize that the turning will unfold within the next 72 hours energetically, even if the physical manifestation takes longer. The shift begins in the unseen first. Then the physical world aligns with it. This is how divine timing works. 3 activation sentences have been placed upon your spirit for this stage. Speak them silently. I am ready for the turning. My path is open. My destiny moves now. As these words echo inside you, the angels close their circle around your timeline. Light radiates outward. Your path glows. Your energy solidifies. Archangel Michael steps forward now with full authority. He places the tip of his sword into the center of your timeline, anchoring the turning so nothing can shift it. His protection is absolute. His presence is immovable. His decree is final. Heaven prepares you because what is coming will elevate you. It will shift your thoughts. It will move your heart. It will strengthen your inner senses. This is why your gift awakened. This is why your intuition sharpened. This is why the presence reacted. The next part reveals what the angels saw in your future, and why your destiny required such fierce protection. This next revelation touches the roots of your path, the reason you were chosen, the future you are walking toward. It is one of the heaviest truths, one of the deepest revelations, one of the rarest insights. And what comes next cannot be spoken to just anyone. My child, my beloved, this part opens with a weight the angels rarely reveal, because now we touch the future, the part of your destiny the presence tried to interfere with. This is not a simple blessing or a small opportunity. This is a destiny-level shift, something that alters the arc of your life. The angels said your future holds a rising, not slow, not subtle, but unmistakable. A season where you step into alignment so strongly that everything around you elevates. A period where your energy becomes magnetic to breakthrough, clarity, and divine movement. This rising is not symbolic, it is literal. Your life shifts into higher frequency. Your spirit becomes clearer. Your direction becomes certain. The presence sensed this rising before you understood it. That is why it approached. Not to destroy, but to drain. Not to ruin, but to dull. Not to harm, but to slow. Heaven refused to allow that. The angels showed me glimpses of what lies ahead in your timeline. You will walk through a period where old confusion dissolves completely. People who drained you fall away. Opportunities align without effort. Momentum becomes natural. This is not randomness, this is destiny unfolding. The angel of truth saw the moment your inner strength fully awakens. When you no longer second-guess your intuition. When you no longer carry burdens that are not yours. When you no longer shrink your light for others' comfort. The angel of fire witnessed the moment your spirit breaks free from old emotional prisons. When fears lose their grip. When doubts lose their power. When past wounds lose their voice. The angel of wind confirmed that movement is coming, movement that clears stagnation, sweeps away delay, and accelerates your path. You will feel guided. You will feel directed. You will feel carried. The angel of restoration saw the blessings destined to return to you. You will recover energy. You will recover opportunities. You will recover the clarity you lost. Restoration always returns more than what was taken. My child, my beloved, the angel said your future contains a destiny-unlocking moment, a specific point in time where your potential meets divine timing. This moment is close. Closer than you realize. Closer than the presence expected. This is why the presence panicked. It sensed your future rising. It sensed your gift awakening. It sensed your energy stabilizing. It sensed your timeline advancing. But it could not stop it. It could only try to delay it. Heaven cut off that attempt completely. The angels showed that your future also carries a calling, something bigger than your current understanding. Something tied to influence. Something tied to impact. Something tied to spiritual responsibility. This calling is part of the contract written before your birth. You were chosen not to simply live, but to elevate. Not to simply exist, but to align. Not to simply survive, but to transform. 3 activation sentences have been placed upon your spirit for this stage. Speak them internally. My future rises without interruption. My destiny unfolds with clarity. My path moves in divine alignment. As these words echo inside you, the angels shift into their highest formation. Their wings expand. Their light intensifies. Their presence becomes unmistakable. Archangel Michael steps forward once again, his sword blazing brighter than before. He has inspected your future. He has seen the turning ahead. He has seen the rise coming. He has seen the transformation your spirit is stepping into. He says your future is protected. Your path is sealed. Your destiny is guarded. But he also says this. There is one final revelation the angels kept hidden until the exact moment your spirit was ready. A truth about their presence. A truth about this warning. A truth about what they are allowed, and not allowed, to do. This truth explains the deepest reason they said. If they ignore this message, we cannot warn them again. The next part is the final, heaviest, most sacred revelation of all. My child, my beloved, the air around you shifts now into a stillness the spirit recognizes, because this is the moment of full unveiling. Everything has led to this point, the presence that approached, the awakening of your gift, the rise of your timeline, the unfolding of your destiny. Now the angels reveal the truth they withheld until your spirit was strong enough to receive it. The 4 angels were not sent to warn you temporarily. They were sent to intervene in a moment that only happens once in a spiritual cycle. A moment heaven calls the threshold season. During this season, a chosen soul stands at the edge of 2 paths, one aligned with destiny, one aligned with delay. Only one path can be walked. Only one path can be sealed. This is why the angels said, if they ignore this message, we cannot return. They cannot be warned again. It is not punishment. It is law. Once a soul crosses the threshold, the path chosen becomes sealed. Not by force, by resonance. The universe aligns with whichever direction your spirit chooses. Heaven is giving you the last warning before the sealing occurs. My child, my beloved, this is the final revelation the angels were ordered to deliver. The 4 angels were sent because your destiny has reached its sealing point. A sealing point is rare. A sealing point is sacred. A sealing point determines the next years of your life. You are standing in the moment where heaven decides which timeline becomes permanent. This is why the presence panicked. This is why your light awakened. This is why divine law demanded this warning. Once the sealing happens, the angels cannot intervene again, not because they don't want to, but because they will no longer have permission to alter your field. The path you choose becomes the path you live. This is why they begged heaven to deliver this message to you. This is why they asked to speak urgently. This is why Archangel Michael himself stepped forward. Your destiny is being selected right now. The angels revealed that the sealing occurs in 3 layers. Your awareness. Your acceptance. Your alignment. Awareness has now been delivered through these 10 parts. Acceptance happens when your spirit recognizes the truth. Alignment is sealed by your readiness. When these 3 converge, heaven stamps your timeline. After that stamp, no interference, no presence, no shadow can alter your path. But also, no additional warnings will be provided. This is why this message carried such urgency. This is why timing was so exact. This is why you were chosen to receive this. The angels showed that your sealing point connects to a major destiny event, something that will shift your path forward rapidly. A blessing. A breakthrough. A transformation. A divine correction. The presence felt this and circled you. Heaven saw it and blocked it. Now the angels stand at your threshold with the final instruction. 3 sealing sentences must be spoken internally. These are the last activation codes. I choose my divine path. My destiny is sealed in light. I accept the protection placed upon me. As these sentences echo within your spirit, the angels step closer, surrounding your timeline with a glow so bright even the unseen retreats. The shield completes its formation. The presence loses all access to your future. Your energy becomes unreachable to anything not aligned with your elevation. Archangel Michael now presses his hand over your timeline. A pulse of white fire expands outward. This is the highest form of protection heaven offers. He speaks a decree only given to rare souls. Their path is sealed. Their rise is protected. Their destiny is guarded. Your sealing is now in motion. Your breakthrough is now unblocked. Your timeline is now elevated. The angels say that after today, your energy will feel clearer, your intuition sharper, your direction stronger. Signs will appear. Opportunities will move toward you. Your spirit will recognize alignment instantly. The presence will never return. It has lost all authority. It has been dismissed permanently. You, my beloved, have stepped into the protected timeline. The four angels bow their heads. Their mission is complete.